Goodness. Oh, yeah, that's a great way to start the stream. All right. Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Let's make sure everything's good. Okay, I got reference photos, everything like that is good. All right. Oh. We got an orc knob to finish. I got to finish playing with my knob today. such a good joke. My paint's held up overnight pretty decent. I'm happy about that. Okay, I believe, if I remember correctly, all these are done. So we just got to do this stuff. You know what? I want to try something. Let me get the thing I'm chewing out of my mouth. Okay, so we're gonna do some checkerboarding because I want to have an underlined checkerboard underneath this. I want to just try it once. I mean, worst comes to worst, we just paint over it with white paint. So, oh god, let me get a smaller pen. All right. Okay, not bad, not bad. This is how people do their checkerboard. I fail to believe anyone else does it with a brush. It's not even Friday and we're doing some freehand. I like how like the right side is almost perfectly straight. Everything else is like crooked and cockeyed. Crooked and crock-eyed. Why did my phone just go off? Let me double check it, make sure nothing's on fire. Literally, I have to make sure nothing's on fire. Found a use for a minigun barrel you made? What'd you use it for? I have found a way to do checkerboarding. Ah, that's not bad. Maybe my checkers are going to be a little bit big, but you know what? That's all right. It's all right. Being big's not too bad. Check the Discord. I'll check it right now. I'm using a pen, so actually, I can go ahead and close my paints temporarily. What's up, Dr. Goggles? Give me a second. Look at this guy. Fucking goofball. Let me close out of that. How are you, Dr. Goggles? And, Gamerton. Ballistic. Oh, yeah, actually, it's fine. Alright, so let's run. This motherfucker cannot move while I do this. Because you're gonna see what I do, and you're either gonna really like it, or it's gonna turn out like trash. It's gonna go one way or the other. There's no other options. I need to get another set of these micro pens. Man, I really set up all the checkers to be right where these fucking little things are. That's really good checkerboarding, though. That's fantastic checkerboarding. What's up, Kindrel? Howdy. It's noon for me. Well, it's not even noon. That's some proper checkerboarding. You want to do checkerboarding? You get you a micro pen. You're in the correct time zone. Yes, I did do that on purpose. You get you a micro pen. Okay, so let's do it right there. This is looking way better than I ever expected it to. Also, there's no way I could do this with a paintbrush. The problem with paintbrushes is this is the knob. Oh, I don't see how anyone does this with a paintbrush. And now that I think about it, this is also like the best way to do hazy stripes freehand. I know I'm stubborn and I use a brush, but that's fantastic checkerboarding. It has no right to be this good. Yeah, things aren't perfectly square, but they're orcs. They're not gonna be perfect squares. Yeah. This is why I use tape, but tape has a problem with it, and I'll explain it. When you do like tape and you go peel it off, you'll rip paint sometimes with tape. It would work for Harley Quinn checkers. If you could find colored versions of this, unless you're... Oh, I already know. How would you do that? How would you do Harley Quinn checkering? Let me look up Harley Quinns, because I haven't really looked at Harley Quinns. Somebody said they were going to send me in Harley Quinn Combat Patrol, and I told them don't. Thank God they didn't. Hold on, let me pull them up. Where do you buy that? Amazon. That's where I bought mine from. Harley Quinns. The problem is with Harley Quinns is... Okay, you could absolutely do that. You could absolutely do that. But the other problem is, too, they do diamond patterning. That looks like it's recessed, though. But it's not. Why does it look like it's recessed? Like, you know what I mean? It looks like these are supposed to be like that. I guess what you do with this is you just do checkerboarding at an angle. You could do that. That's all diamond patterning is checkerboarding at an angle. Harlequins were all female? No. Nope. What's it called? A micro penis pen. It's a micron pen. Micron penis. Oh, I made that just a little way too short. Fuck. Do we fix it? Yeah, we fix it now. We let it dry and we fix it now. Yeah, I have shadow stars. Eventually want the whole Harley Quinn set painted over. That's what I'm gonna do. The problem with this is you have to let this sit and dry, otherwise it's going to yeah. But you know what we can do while we sit and wait? This is gray. Why is this gray? Never mind. I was gonna say we could do the back sides right now, but nope, I need to paint. There we go. Because this isn't going to stay white, I am going to go ahead and color this. Yeah, see, that's the reason why I said you got to wait and let it dry. Elf guy, which never happens in anything. Let me see if I can touch this. All right, let's give that a little bit of time to dry. Anything in Warhammer news today? It is Saturday, so next week pre-orders are not out yet. It's not 7th. It's not 11:30. What's next week pre-orders? What do we think? What do we think before they're gonna happen? Is it the new Outrider squad? Is it a bunch of the stuff from that? Because the whole starter set and everything is that's done. Also, I should say this. I don't think Warhammer is selling out nearly as much as they used to on some of the stuff because the pre-order Battle Force boxes from like 2 weeks ago still in stock. Still in stock. It's ridiculous. It's like their sales are going down, which is something they never expected to happen. Okay, let's be patient. Let's let it dry. Is there anything else? Yeah, there's something else I can work on while we let that dry. This gives me hope on doing checkerboarding on some other things I said I'd do checkerboarding on. Oh, why? Also, I can do checkerboarding on this a lot easier now. The orc isn't the one in stock because it's... I just think GW made a bunch of bad Battle Force boxes. In all honesty, we'll look at them. We'll look at them because we got to let stuff dry. Warhammer. It's under the Start Here section. So this is the reason why I know they're not selling out very well. This stuff's still pre-orderable. They're not actually like in stock yet. I will say I will probably still get this. But like these did not sell well at all. I'm not gonna lie, the Tyrannid one makes total sense why it didn't sell. But like, even the Armageddon Battalion Deathwatch thing didn't sell, which is kind of surprising to me, at least. That's kind of surprising. Then you have the worst Chaos Battle Force box. They took out a Rhino and threw in cultists. The Necron Host one, I don't think is terrible. Your HQ's not great, though. I don't like that HQ. And flayed ones aren't the play. The Tyranid Battle Force Swarm, who needs more fucking gaunts? You out of that micro penis? Micron to your basket. Good. Oh, then the Astra Militarum one. Not great, not bad. It's just meh. Then the combat, all the starter sets. I will say, let's go over value of these real quick, because expect at least $20 off at game stores if they do discounts. 10% or $20 off. So $150. I can only see $10 being taken off of this, so $35, $30. That one will probably sell for $30. That'll sell for $60. I'd say this would sell for $60. And then I've seen probably these will be lower than oh my god, I can't think. It'll probably be like, I want to say that'll probably be 200. I could see people doing 200 for these. So, I mean, if you don't have terrain and you want to play, this is a great way to get terrain. But there's a problem. And this isn't even... I kind of like the cardboard terrain in this, just because it's like, you could use this as a kill team board. You can absolutely... you could still absolutely do that. Not only that, I'm getting this because, one, I need a rocket launcher and a big shooter. And two, more Space Marines. More iconically posed Space Marines. I swear to God, if I gotta cut fucking shoulders off... Oh my God. I already know I'm gonna have to cut shoulders off. I'm gonna have to cut this shoulder off. That's fantastic. I just can't wait for the multi-part kit. I really can't. I'll look at the other one. Give me a second. Where were we? There we go. I will say, I do like the getting started boxes being at the price point of the like combat patrols, but it's including paints and lore. I really like that, because that is a good way to do a starter box, because you're like, okay, here's your army. You got some paints. You got no clippers, which isn't great, but you got all the paints you should need to paint them. You have a texture tool for your bases, and I really want another one of those texture tools. I used the shit out of that texture tool before I lost it. A decent brush, all your minis, a little bit of lore and instructions, of course, and it's just the combat patrol, which is your war trike, your 10 grots, and your 20 boys. That's really all it is. And then, of course, you got your... I almost said captain. You got your big boss and your... I almost said wizard. Weird boy. That's what it is. Some paint stirrer tools that are fantastic. Little spoon on one end, flat on the other. Oh, I use clay tools. Like, I also use these for, like, green stuff. If I'm trying to do a design in green stuff, I can use this. But yeah, Robo Crash. All right, let's see if this is dried out enough for us to fix this checkerboarding. Also, don't know why I'm so sniffy. Spain for Jules. Joe. Look at the Deathwire community. Oh, you're talking about those new boys. Oh, I got you. You're talking about those ones. My bad. You got to specify. These are the new boys you're talking about. Now, these are the boys that are coming out in the box. These are your actual boys for the new boxes. They look good. they don't have much of the theme that the boys in the starter box come with. These look like bikers all around, and maybe they just have multiple heads. They probably just have different heads, so you can fit them into a clan a little bit better. You put a white head on them, and they're going to be a part of the clan. And then you have, I believe, your banner knob. I believe this is a knob, and he's got a true power claw. Is this your big boss? No. That's the same fucking gun. No, it's not. No, it's not. And then Robo Hand here. I always love the Robo Hands. So you can swap the weapons, hopefully. Boss Knob is cool. Yes, he is. The power axe. Hey! I don't know orcs. Cut me some slack. I just play with my knob on stream, okay? I know some people use like little vibrators for paint stirrers. There we go. We're gonna have to do 2 layers of white over this. Fantastic. No. Nobody plays with my knob but me and select women. I've seen somebody do it where it's like somebody has a vibrator. It's like the one that everyone knows, and he's like, I got the perfect tool to mix my paints, and he just sets it on there. Because everyone was talking about like the little like thing that sits on your desk and it'll vibrate to like mix paints instead of, you just picking them up and shaking them like a normal person. And it was just a straight up vibrator. And he's all like, it's so cool. I found it in my mom's room. It's just so fucking stupid. Oh, I needed more white paint. I needed some fresh, more white paint. Why so many poop jewels? Oh, God. I'm crying. It's gonna be hard to paint if I'm crying. Ugh. You are... Oh, God. Okay. Let's get right into the painting. Oh my God. Okay. We touched those up. Yeah, they're this is a little grayish. I probably should have hit it again with some white paint before doing this, but you know what? Fuck it, we ball. And I see something else we can do while we wait for that to dry. Man, I should have did this yesterday. Yesterday was Freehand Friday. I'm doing a freehand Saturday. What? I'm freehanding with my knob? You spent all your jewelry things? At least you didn't do what Eternal does. He does 6-7 jokes. The split on YouTube is so bad. So, for instance, I'll break it down. I'm always open on, like, the YouTube splits and everything for that. Like, super chats, they take half of. What's up, Goggles? And Jules, they take half of. It's strange. It's funny. What is it? Like, memberships is a 70-30 split. Why are you asking me if I have an OnlyFans? Yeah, it's just videos of fans. You can watch fans blow in the breeze. That would be such a hilarious video. You do an OnlyFans and then it's fan blowing me and it's just a fucking box fan. Holy shit. I don't think I should keep joking about that. YouTube might demonetize the channel. Oh god. Oh god, that's so funny. No, it's not. No, it's not, because I did a short that wasn't spelled correctly. Because I typed it like this, and it corrected to knob with a K. Okay. Let's hit this side. Please work with me, paint. Damn it. We'll probably no oil this guy today too. Dude, I have no idea how the fuck I'm gonna do a 24-hour stream. Also, I can't think of what I was gonna talk about. The fuck was I gonna talk about? Oh my god. I can't even remember what the fuck I was going to talk about. I hate it. I hate when I do it. I hate when I do that. Okay, let's hit this. Hit the metallic real quick on here. You know what? Now that I think about it, that shouldn't be metallic. Let's let it dry, and then we'll switch it back. That's supposed to be not metallic. That's supposed to be stitches. Stitching. Unless it's on orc skin, then it's a staple. I have an idea. Since the pants are that color, we'll do leather stitching. There's that. Okay, that was the only thing that I didn't do correctly. Oh, fuck. That means I forgot I did blue jeans on that guy. I will say the push fit, you could very clearly see the line. Oh, I remember what I was going to talk about. It appears GW has used some 3D printed models on their stuff. There is a knight that's very clearly 3D printed that they had shown pictures off of for knights. And I mean, it's got like the layer lines of 3D printing too. It was resin 3D printed. I could tell. Somebody pointed it out, and I'm like, what the fuck is this man talking about? And then I saw it, and I'm like, oh, those bitches. Not only that, but they have the files to print it. You can't tell me that they don't have the ability to 3D print their own fucking models, 1-to-1. They should just like once they're done printing a line, like they're no longer printing Death Watch veterans, they should just be like, whoever wants to, buy the 3D printable files for $100. I'd be broke. I'd be broke. If they did that shit, I'd be like, yep, give me Death Watch veterans. Please. Please, I just want the fucking kit. You guys don't sell it anymore. This is horseshit. Oh, I spilled out. Fuck. How did that happen? Where's my green? Okay, took off excess. Back to where we were earlier. Is this dry? Yes, that's dry. All right, back to the micron pin. Let's actually imprint this so it doesn't move. All right. Let's see. Let's do this right here. I see that I did that at a slight angle. Oh, that's like way too large. Fuck! I fucked up again! Let's just flip it over and start on the other side. No, but I need the line work from... Let's start on the shooter. Do a lot of just lead belcher. I still can't believe they used a 3D printed model. Not only that, they probably used a 3D printed model they got from somewhere. That's probably the irony, is they didn't even have their own 3D printed models. They're like, oh, we'll just use one from Colts or something, probably. I could totally see them doing that. Fucking hypocrites. That sounds like GW to me. Please? There we go. God, it's hard to figure out what should be what color. And that paintbrush wasn't dry when I got lead belcher. Yay, watery lead belcher. Air lead belcher, basically. This didn't get airbrushed very well. Whoever the fuck airbrushed this didn't do a good enough job. Nope, not the paint I wanted. I will say something that kind of makes sense. Well, I'm going to just undo that statement. How does it keep... You know what? You know what? I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to question it. Let's not try to figure out orc logic. GW are British. British people don't know how firearms work. That's the reason why they have one of the worst service rifles in history for like the longest period of time. Which I believe is the L85. I might be incorrect with the numbering of that, but that's what that is. Okay. Because this is the technical right way to do a belt fed, because it's a open bolt. Well, it's an open bolt system, and being belt fed, it's doing the correct thing of having it open at the top. Old world Orknir, you can compare the size of. I don't have any old world stuff. I'm sorry. I don't have any old world stuff yet. Actually, I know for a fact a lot of people do use old world orcs and AOS orcs to kit bash. Here's the great thing: is orcs are kind of all around on like size wise. They're not all the same size. This is a knob, so he's bigger. Does the new orc stuff, that's AOS, does the new orc stuff for them have size charts? Ooh. Okay, maybe that's not gonna work. I know AOS is scaled correctly. I don't think Old World is. I'm looking at the Old World models now. You could probably do a black orc. You could probably do a black orc as like a knob. But then again, I still think they're not scaled correctly. Also, you'd have to do it in resin. Ew. Ew, resin. But AOS works. I've seen people kit bash and or use AOS minis. AOS works. The yellow ones. I can't think of the clan or whatever. I gotta be careful saying that. I gotta be careful saying that now that I think about it. Oh, back to the checkerboarding. White paint. Oh! Why'd that move? Let's touch this up. Alright, now we gotta let that dry again. Then we'll go back to our checkerboarding. But yeah, like I said, I know AOS works well. The biggest problem is they have the tall grots, which are so jarring. AOS tall grots are like incredibly like, oh, it's just a grot. That's strange. That's quite strange. Let's see. Let's continue to paint the frame of this. But yeah, no, I've asked the community of people on YouTube what else they would like to see for miniatures being painted and stuff. Old World was talked about, but I would like want to do more Cathay. I'd want to do more of the newer stuff. To be honest, just because resin's a bitch, man. I know I've used it. Yeah, I've messed with it with a Horus Heresy model that I had. Well, the new kit, like the new starter box, is kind of what I was thinking of snagging. I haven't bought it yet. I have other stuff that I have to do. Like, I have to get the Dark Angels Combat Patrol, kit bash it to be Death Watch, and paint it in 24 hours. Which is, I really hope I get it painted within 12. Because at the 12-hour mark, I'm going to be one tired bitch. I'm just going to be like, I don't want it anymore. But chat dealt with my really, really, really bad stream schedule for a little bit, and kind of as a thank you, and I was like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a combat patrol in 24 hours. Motherfuckers almost had me painting Gene Stealer Colts too. Oh, I was gonna be so upset if I had to do Gene Stealer Colts. I'm like, no, I don't want to do Gene Stealer Colts yet. I'm not ready. I don't have the paints. What's up, Eternal? Tomb King Scalies are up for next skull. I was very happy to not have to do that. We're gonna add some color to this. Let's get some fresh blue paint. How's it going, Eternal? Isn't the Tomb Kings like the classic dead bodies on all the bases? On a lot of stuff? Okay. I love how it looks like it's a door hinge, too. It's going well. Good. Did you get Gabagoo today? I don't know what Gabagool actually is. I know it's not actually called that. I think it's prosciutto. No. If no one's been around before and they come into stream and don't know you're from New York, they're just gonna think I'm making fun of you because you're Italian. Capocola or oh, that stuff. That's what Gabagoo is. They are just gonna think I'm making fun of you, and they're gonna just think you're Italian. Which is pasta is the original Italian man. Hasn't actually been around for quite some time. Hopefully he's all right. So neither is Table. Hopefully they're okay. Maybe they just got bored of the hobby. Understandable. No, stop moving. Maybe they went to jail. It looks like pastrami. Oh, I actually think I've had that, and it was not great. It was not great to me. It ended up making my stomach upset. All right, back to the checkerboarding. Yeah, look, Eternal. Look for when I have to paint a Lamenter because you guys are going to want me to fucking do it at some point again. Let's see. I gotta think of height. Okay. Don't tell me this marker's out. Okay. I am being super careful with me, the way I'm doing this. You know what's going to be really terrible if I ruin this? If I ruin this by doing what I want to do. Not bad. Not bad checkerboarding. I don't like this right here. I'm pretty happy with it. All right, so painted. Painted. Hold on, I gotta shake this pen up. Battlefield 6 is adding naval warfare. That sounds about right. Didn't they do that in Battlefield 1? I'm gonna let this pen sit for a minute. Grab a size up. Okay. Checkerboarding's such a bitch. That's alright. It's better than most people do it. And then that'll be its own little color. Fuck. Okay, I see how I did it there. Okay. All right, this one starts right there. I'll probably actually make a video on doing this because of how well this is working. I will probably also make the micro penis joke on the video too. Get you a micro pen. Get you a micro pen. Fuck. All right, now all we got to do is coloring, and we got to carry everything over. So that's going to be black, white, or black in the center. So you carry over to this side, and then you go off of that. So there's that. Do the corner work. Let's see. I'm getting so focused my eyeballs are drying out. It's starting to hurt to look at it. I hope you like this because we're going to have to do this on this mini and this mini and this mini. Oh my god. Why? Why do I do this to myself? Why am I here? Just to suffer? For your entertainment? Oh, hold on. I got to itch. I gotta itch my back. Let me cover up my pains for right now. Where's something to scratch my back? Why is there a wrench? Oh, an Allen wrench. That works perfectly. Oh, my arms are too big. I can't reach the spot. I'm just too jacked. God damn it. Let me see if this Allen wrench is better. Gundam markers, blue base coats. It's not working well. Hold on, I'm trying to itch my back and I can't do it. I'm gonna itch my back with this. Oh, I can't, I still can't reach. Hold on. I was gonna.
Return the slab, or suffer my curse.
I can't reach it. I have my I have my shirt over my head trying to reach the spot. Okay, now it's no longer itchy and my headset's falling off. Thank you for becoming a member. You get access to videos at least a day early and without ads. You were trying to use Gundam markers on a blue base coat, but it's not working well. These are pens, these are not markers. So these are a little bit different, I imagine. And that it probably would explain why this is working so well, but these pins do dry out if you leave them open. So that might explain a little bit on why this, you're trying to do the same thing that I'm doing, and why this might be working a little bit better is because these are not markers, they're pins. Actually, so if they're like the markers I think you're talking about, they're like these. These are speed paint markers. It is very much it's very much these only work on white. Polished silver does not, but like Zenith yellow. I'm sorry, I'm just coming to a realization. This Zenith yellow does work on only white materials. Just like the magic blue only works on white. So a lot of those types of markers will only work on white paint. What pen is it? It's a Micro Pigma. I was not going to make the micro penis joke. Honestly, I would just tell you, it depends. It depends. I've used them for multiple things. They were the original way we did our Red Corsair paint job, but this is just with Army Paint or Speed Paint now, and it looks way better than doing it with that. The markers have a very huge problem of creating friction, and friction will rub paint off. Hence the reason why I started to just do it with regular speed paint instead. The biggest problem is I don't have a whole lot of speed paints. That is definitely the biggest problem. But I mean, if you want to try them, what are they, 40 bucks? You got to be careful doing them. I would recommend them if you're not super talented with the brush. That sounded really mean. I didn't mean it like that. If you're dog shit with a brush, use those instead. Maybe you'll have a better paint job. That sounded super mean. That came off way, way, way too mean. I didn't mean it like that. All right. Our checkerboarding. Oh, I gotta fix that. Dude, that sounded like terrible mean. I feel so bad. Because, like, my plan for this right here is I'm going to let all of the work that we just did dry, and then I'm going to hit it with speed paint. So, like, the black will stay black, and then the white will go like that. He's cyberbullying everyone. Don't listen to him. He's just jealous. He's just jealous he's not getting the attention. This is where I was going to do the other checkerboarding and just leave it white. But I'm going to have to... I'm going to have to build him. I'm gonna have to build him. Also, look at how good this orc head turned out yesterday. Perfect. Look at how perfect that is. This guy's little silver earring. Ow! I just hit my toe on my desk. Owie. You would try the introduction set, experiment, see what would be good or not. Then get the markers. There's one thing I want to get. And this fall, I'll probably get it because this fall is when I get a lot of money. And you're gonna see what it is. I work harvest during the fall, and this is probably the only time I'm gonna be able to do this. It's the Army Painter Speed Paint Complete Set. When I say complete set, it's got every fucking speed paint they got. 2.0 speed paint. So all the colors, all the metallics, all this. I want this so fucking bad because then I could have such good ideas doing it. Yeah, brother. Luckily here it's only $325. All right, guys, I need 325 members today. Who's the rich oil baron here? Oh, by the way, this is something I highly recommend. This is just blue tack. It works as a perfect holder. I use this to hold on to my minis while I paint them. As you saw earlier. So that's done. Let's go back to this. Get this done. Let me set a timer for that. You might ask, why are you setting a timer? Because I'm going to give it 30 minutes to dry before we hit it with speed paint. Army Painter Fanatics is better than the speed paint, but I want the speed paint for a specific reason. Clock. It doesn't need to be 30 minutes. Let's give it 15. And then we'll hit this with the speed paint and see how it turns out. Yeah, it looks good, man. It looks good. Who mentioned me? Oh, you did. Oh. Okay. There's more than I remember. I've been subbed to the, or I've been a whatever the fuck you want to call it. I've paid for that a year ago, so I kind of forgot all the stuff that it did benefit. So you are correct. If you don't know what we're talking about New Recruit. Oh, I forgot to paint that. Sure. You're gonna see if they have some gabagool. Call it, please, please, please go up to an Italian and call it gabagool. Please do that. Maybe carry a knife when you do that. Because they might beat the shit out of you. Rhino is not responsible for any beatdowns you receive calling a gabagool in public. My lawyer told me to say that. It is entirely a bit. Oh, fuck. How am I painting that? mean, I don't know about doing that today. One from the past. It does the exact same thing as GW's. I just like how New Recruit does the whole thing of like when you can print out the cards, you can print it out and have physical in-hand stats and everything. New Recruit's goated. Okay, so the American Italians probably won't give a fuck about that. Real Italians would. What's up, McTech? Welcome, welcome. So many new people everywhere. New people on YouTube, new people on Twitch today. That's fantastic. I had to, due to kind of getting fucked over, I had to get slower internet for a month. My 200 megabyte speed internet now. It's still fast enough to stream, and that was the only thing I cared about. It was either keep the regular internet that I had and not get groceries, or get groceries and slow it down a little bit. And I was like, you know what? I'd prefer to eat. Spinning fish. I'm surprised it's not the spinning cat. Howdy, Penny Deathwing. How you doing, brother? Nice and hot over in England. Fuck, I gotta do the back sides of these. Oh. We were actually kind of talking about how bad English engineering is for firearms earlier when we were doing this. Oh, also, as you can see, we did checkerboarding. A river festival? What the fuck is... Actually, you know what? We have those in America. I'm not going to ask you what the fuck that is. Do you just go dance in the river? Ah, that sounds Irish. That sounds way too Irish. Well, they made the L85, which is like the worst primary firearm used by a country in war. All right. So let's do the metallic underneath this. Hit that there, there. Boat races? I mean, that's a lot of communities that live on the Mississippi River basically do the same thing. It's just like a music festival and like rides and stuff. That's why I wasn't gonna joke about it too much, because I know exactly what it is. We did fix my leather color, by the way. I was happy to finally get the correct color out of it. I added a little bit of black paint to it, and it came out darker. It was a little bit too bright. Please work. Please work. Looks good too. Well, let's hope I don't ruin it. And about, what's that timer at? 6 minutes. Because I'm gonna do a speed paint wash over it. Because it's supposed to be the white's gonna become a different color and everything. And it's either gonna look really good or I'm gonna instantly ruin it. So let's hope I don't fucking ruin it, please. I hope I don't ruin it. I'm gonna be so upset. I'm gonna be so upset if it's just like, yeah, you shouldn't have done that. Oh, I'm gonna be devastated. I did all that work if it gets ruined in 2 seconds. I'm gonna be devastated. For speed paint to fully dry before you decide you don't like it? No, my fear is that it's going to smear the pen stuff. I see that I have to go back and fill in a couple spots, which means I'm gonna have to add 10 minutes to the timer. Okay, that spot. That spot. That spot. I just want to make sure that the black is dry. Otherwise, when I go to speed paint it, it's going to smear everywhere. Okay. I will add a couple minutes to that, just to be safe. We'll let it sit for 9 minutes-ish. Just because, like I said, if I go to touch it with speed paint and it just smears black all over, I'm going to be so upset. I'm going to be fucking devastated. You might see a grown man cry on stream today. All right, I need a stiffer brush than that. I will say, sometimes I really do wish that some of these brushes were a bit stiffer, because soft brushes give away too easily every now and then. Okay. What the fuck just happened? What's... Oh. The stream crashed earlier? Oh, it didn't crash. Hold. Are we good? Hopefully it's not fucking up for you guys. Fuck you! See you later, Eternal. I'm no cyberbully. You cyber stand lover. This isn't the brush that I want to use. I just want a stiffer brush. Every man in their 50s. This is why I said I want a brush that's going to actually, like, not give away. All right. One half done. Too bad we got to do like the inside and everything too. You know what? A little bit of fresh copper would probably help too. There we go. I was wondering why the fuck this was not working. Oh, I didn't do this half. Okay, now we get to do all the same work on the inside. Yay! Oh, why? Oh, fuck. Come on, there we go. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's blue tack. Yeah, if you fully assembled this model and we're trying to paint what I'm painting right now, I don't know how. I don't know how you're doing that. Why? Why do they do this little fucking curve thing? Oh, careful. Okay, now we just got to do all of that. Yay. Okay. Let me move these models out of the way. That way I don't accidentally knock one of them into the dirty paint water. I see a spot that I missed. Oh, that's the timer for the moment of actual fear that we're going to experience. All right. This is going to probably be recorded, and I'm going to do a voiceover work for it. So let me start recording. All right, so there's only one paint I can really do this with, because I'm not going to do it with the red. I'm going to do it with the blue. Because obviously I'm not going to do it with the green, because the green's already been used. So let me find my speed paint blue, and we're going to see if we're going to fuck up this paint job or not. All right, let's pray. Corn. Actually, this would be a Slaanesh thing. Slaanesh, please let this be perfect. I seek perfection and only perfection. Let's not talk about my hedonism. All right. Let's do the other side. The other side got painted first. I'm actually really scared. Exactly what happened with that. Pain. I could have just left it. It would have been fine. I knew this was going to happen. I should have just did it with a brush and regular paint. I could stop the recording because it's clearly not going to be fucking worth it. I'm just looking at it, trying to think of what to do. If I redo it, I know how I'm going to paint it. We can save it. Why did I grab black paint? What the fuck is wrong with me? Let me just get rid of any paint. So all I gotta redo is this section right fucking here. Because what I can do is I can grab my airbrush. Airbrush, actually, no, we're not going to test it. We're going to wait and do it all at once. If you can't tell, I'm, like, really upset right now. I thought it was going to work. Because, like, I saw it work right here, and I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Yeah, see, it did all the same thing up there, so I ruined all the checkerboarding on this side. We're just gonna redo this whole fucking side. And we're gonna have to do multiple hits of white on top. My disappointment is immeasurable. Hold on a second. give me like a second. Ah! I'm so fucking mad it didn't work. Let's go back to this. We'll let that sit. Actually, you know what? Fuck both things right now. I'm actually upset. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. I'm all like, oh, it's working. And then the paint started to mix with the non-paint. And it was all like, clink. And moved all of the fucking black across it. And I'm just like, oh, why? Let me get some orange paint. We're going to do this little thing with orange. Fuck, bro. Well, the only other thing I can do is airbrush it, and I'm going to have to be super careful doing that because I have to, like, cover the orc arm. I just ruined a fucking checkered job. It's fine. It's fine. I don't have to do the whole thing again. All I got to do is just the one side. And I know the airbrush technique will work because... Let go of my sunglasses. Actually, I'll show you. This is the reason I know the airbrush technique will work. Because I've done it before. Alright, so let's focus on painting something else for a little bit here. Just because I'm mad. I'm just angry. I have all day to fix this problem, but I'm mad about it right now. I said we were going to do orange first. I lied. At least the blue came out really nice for the shirt. There's that. Please tell me I still have some green paint that's going to be usable. All right. Paint that. I'm still so mad about the checkerboarding, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Let's actually do the orange this time. Man, motherfucker. I know I had this orange paint earlier. There's my orange paint. Also, I don't know why Twitch chat gets to use emotes, but YouTube chat doesn't get to use emotes. And when I say get to use, I mean like they get to use them and it shows up on the stream. Twitch chat or YouTube chat only gets to use them and then they just show up as like what they're titled under. Yeah, see? It just gives them the name. I don't understand why. And it could be that it's more integrated with Twitch than it is YouTube. And that's stream elements. It's not a thing that I can set up. I don't know, maybe I can look it up later. Well, I already know what I'm doing later today. I'm playing a game of 11th edition because I need to learn how to, 1, play it, and 2, figure out, just take like a quick little amount of time to learn it and figure out flaws, issues, all that stuff. Speaking of, where's the 11th edition rulebook? It should be... Okay, it's right there. I have it. Death Skulls? More like freebooters. And I say freebooters just because I know they don't like... They don't have specifics. I don't know orcs very well, brother. I don't know orcs very well. These are actually not my first orcs, but they are a way better paint job than my old orcs. Do I have an old orc around? So, like, for instance, you can see the orc skin we're doing now. This was my orc skin beforehand. And I want to wash these and redo them. I might just buy another combat control. There's a lot of them that aren't painted, so actually what I could probably do just replace them. Get a couple more No, I can redo the boys. Get a Beast Boy leader and get the Squig Riders again. And then I could just, like, redo everything. Just because, dude, the skin tone on that is so ass in comparison. Look at how good this skin tone is. Look at how good that skin tone is. I see I missed a spot. And I didn't know how I was doing my skin tone until I just started painting them. Okay, let's hit the leather on this. Fucking hate. I hate doing skulls like this. I'm a World Eater fan and I hate painting skulls. Yes. The amount of skulls I've had to paint. I also did fuck up our plans for checkerboarding, but we're gonna redo it. Because I was gonna have a blue hue to the area, and I went to go put the blue on, and it just immediately smeared all of my checkerboarding. And I was just all like, oh, why? I'm gonna have to do more than one of these, more than one layer of fresh white paint over the top. All right, let's get a little bit more white paint. Ready? And I'll need some no oil. Too much. All right, let's let that sit. I'll actually go ahead. Nope, you know what? We're gonna checkerboard that, and we're gonna leave it black and white. Death Skulls have checkerboarding, don't they? I'm pretty sure they do. I'm pretty sure they do. You know what we can do? We can get this finished up, though. I need more lead belcher. That. You know, there is a couple problems I have with this specifically. And I'll show you it. As you can see, these bullets right here are not separated, and these two are not separated. GW, I shouldn't have to go fixing your errors. Okay. It's done. Fuck yeah. What paint am I using? So I use a lot of Vallejo, the Skin Tones Speed Paint. That was Lead Belcher. I use a lot of different brands. Sometimes GW paints. A lot of times not. More times than not, I'm not using GW paints just because some GW paints aren't very good. That's the biggest problem is, like, I use specific brands for certain colors. Then trying to get that color back from that brand has been a giant pain. I'm talking about the gold color that I used to use. But it's so bad. So I use Vallejo, Army Painter Speed Paint, Pro Acrylic, and some GW paints. I think that's all my brands. That stays white. That's done. Oh. If this is done, this can go back. Okay, so everything with this arm is done. So that means we can build 90% of our orc. Can't put that on yet. Can't put that on yet. So everything else has to stay off until we get the checkerboarding done. Let's add this. Well, the knob's almost finished. We got to redo the checkerboarding on this side. But this is most of the knob. This is most of my knob on stream. Such a good fucking joke. Okay, yeah, that works. I'm very mad on how this didn't come out earlier. This is how beautiful it looked on the other side. You know what I just realized? I'm going to airbrush them. Might as well stop painting that. I'm going to airbrush it. I can't have paint there if I'm going to airbrush it. Ah! You know what? It's 12/26. GW should have the new postings for what's coming out next week. Oh. More... I thought this is... Oh, this is pre-ordering now. Here we go. New and exclusive. Pre-orders. Lord of the Rings? Oh, these are for Adeptus Titanicus. Which is something I've almost gotten into a few times. Jesus Christ, they sold out instantly. I guess these are the first batch of ogres, though? AOS doesn't have ogrins. Do they? Fuck you for doing it like this. Are they under just chaos? No. They're under destruction, right? Yeah. Okay, so they've had the stone horns and everything. Okay, so they've been a faction. Oh my god, they've been a faction and they've been selling like hotcakes. But this is the first thing that's sold out on GW's website for pre-order day in a while. To be totally honest, it's been a long time since something sold out. Please tell me this has been working. Okay, yes, it has. I was making sure that was still working. Okay, let's do our checkerboarding again. I know my lines aren't perfect, but that's fine. Okay. I have to do this at certain angles. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm barely on screen. That's my bad. That's my bad. I'm focusing. Okay. Let me switch pins again. Okay, this pin's getting dried out. Cool. That's fantastic. That's my eyeball pin. Why? Don't tell me I just dried out another one. That one. This is going way faster. I gotta do that with the smaller one. There's no way I can do that with this one. I have said wet palette. I'm just not using it. Currently at the moment. Please. Just touch up. Okay. Okay, time for the scary thing. I'm not gonna have to wait for this to dry because I'm not gonna actually physically be messing with it. I need to do one small touch up with white. Okay. Let's give it a moment. Actually, we can airbrush the other side. My airbrushes aren't near my desk. Let me grab an airbrush. Oh my God, I haven't stood up in a minute. Let me stretch. By the way, I hate using airbrushes for no particular reason. Okay, some quick checks to make sure the airbrush is going to function good. A little bit of cleaning beforehand, and I will test this on my actual hand beforehand because that's how I test airbrushes, making sure they're going to work properly. Ah! I just dropped my airbrush. Okay, re-enter the needle. We're going to want to be highly controlled, so it's going to go all the way in. Get the airline hooked up. Fuck. Fuck! Feels like it's working correctly. I want to do a quick analytics check for YouTube. Okay. I'll have to use more than I want to on this. I can keep control over it. We should be fine. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. I'm so nervous. Let me test. Okay, so about right there, it's going to be open up far enough. Let me turn down the air pressure. That's what I was going for initially. Thank you for it actually working this time. And I forgot to hit the record button. Fuck! Let me hit the record button. Too much. This also smells fantastic. Probably shouldn't be breathing this in. Look at that. I'm so smart, and I have an outline of a chain sword on my finger. Tayama? No, that is, Wait, what are you asking Tayama for? I gotta clean my airbrush. I can read chat while I'm not there, so type what you're talking about, brother. Not only that, I can, obviously also, talk to you through here. Let me sign into my Twitch on my phone. Yeah, I know I'm live. Show me the chat, please. There we go. I can see you in chat while I'm cleaning. Oh, it smells good. No, that's just the paint. I will say there are some paints that don't smell fantastic. There's a silver paint that I use for like specifically for the Titan that I plan on still doing. I just kicked the bottle. And it smells really bad. Like it stinks. It stinks. Fuck yeah, I'm so glad that came out the way I wanted it to. I wish I can't think of anything that'll rhyme with wish other than fish. I wish I had a fish. Am I gonna do it? Yeah, I'm probably gonna go ahead and do that. I have an idea. Let's get the rest of this painted before we go to the idea. See, that's the nice thing about army paint or speed paint is if it's already colored, you're not gonna have the color overpower it at all. Acrylic. What? Sorry, that word's bothering me. Acrylic. I almost want to say crochet, but that's not correct. Just search it. Oh, it's okay. It's a paint. What's up, Robo Crash? Oh, that was from way earlier. Okay. I should have did it lighter as I came down. That's all right. I have an idea of how to do this. Where's that airbrush I just set down? It's not right next to me. Let me get up and grab it. Because I know how to darken stuff up. But it does require me to use my airbrush again. And I have no idea how well this is going to work, so wish me some luck on this one. This could go very good or very poorly. This can go very good. So, at what point... Come on. I know what the issue is. Let me, Oh, I don't know if I want to do this. I could fuck everything up. Ah, fuck it. If we don't risk nothing, what's the point? I can always test it on my hand. Let me clean off my needle. Oh, that's actually going to work. So what I did was I hit this bottom half with no oil, so hopefully it darkens when it dries. Yeah, I hit everything about the same size. Alright, now I can clean out my fucking airbrush again. This is the reason why I hate airbrushing. I gotta clean it every single time, and it's not easy to do. I have to fuck it up and do a redo. Or just leave it. All right. I'm lucky enough to have big enough hands to where like I can force the water out of an airbrush by just putting my thumb right here and forcing the water through. So that is how I clean out my airbrushes, which is probably easier for me to do that than most people. All right, let's see how my knob turned out. Hopefully it looks good. Hopefully women will like it. Yeah. I doubt there's any here, so. Okay, so all we got to do is checkerboarding on this. And then that'll be it. Fuck yeah. It only took like 3 hours to paint it. That is not the right one. Well, we'll just do a crossbar across right here. This pen is dried out. Awesome. Lovely. Gotta buy another one of those. Cool. So awesome. Much wow. I hate it. God damn it, that's kind of in my way now. That one's at a slight angle. Let me get the white paint. We'll do the front half. We'll continue to work on the front half. I do feel a lot more confident in doing specifically checkerboarding now. I should have made that one wider, but it's fine. They don't have to be perfect. I am an average army painter. Okay. Pro checkers you are. It's scary to do, but if you have like a micro pen, it helps. Also, I'm pretty sure the Orc transfer sheet has like, yeah, it has actual checkerboarding. Well, it's clear you don't like lamenters. Also, it being black and white checkerboarding is a lot better, to be honest. Why the fuck did I just do that? I just filled in the wrong square. Ah! No! My brain said, oh, you skipped the next one. It was a step down. I'll fix it. I'm just going to paint the next one next to it. Once this is nice and dry, we'll paint that one white. Oh, fuck, I've been recording this whole time? I need the small pen again. Okay. Ow! So this needs to be checkerboard painted in. And then I need to split that in half. I'm pretty sure orc checkerboarding came from Horus. I'm like 90% sure that's the reason why orcs do checkerboarding. Because they fought Horus and Horus kicked their ass and they're like, Horus is cool. Other than the one bad spot, it looks really good, especially next to the blue sword. Where's the lid for this? There it is. All right. Also, I don't know how well this is working. My microphone's underneath my shirt, and if you're hearing it rub at all, please let me know. I haven't been watching it as vigilantly as I do. Haven't noticed? Okay, good. Good. Fixed it. Fixed it just like that. It's fantastic. I'm so happy that that worked. Doing a touch up here. Okay, let's continue on with this side. This is the right, yeah, this is the right marker. Sorry, I'm not talking much. I'm getting incredibly focused. Oh my god. It's kind of stressful, I'm not gonna lie. Also, the chainsword's not done. I forgot to paint the teeth. Ah! Oh, I almost fucked that up. No, this bin, no! Are you ever on Discord? I am. I just have it set to the point, like, I have it set not to do not disturb, but, like, always offline. That's just so ats don't work sometimes. Because some of y'all will at me while I'm at work, and I'm like, I can't fucking answer these guys sometimes. So yes, I am actually on the Discord. Okay, we can go back and touch up. I'm actually on the Discord right now. Nothing's been posted. Okay. Don't go cross-eyed. All right, checkerboarding. Good enough. Oh, voice chat. Not often. Not often. 90% of the time, I'm always doing something. Either editing, something like the. I mean, 90% of the time, I'm often doing stuff. But I do know that I want to start, like, not necessarily a league, but like start doing TTS games with chatters. Not necessarily on stream. So, like, every now and then, just like in the TTS command room, be like, hey, look, anyone want to play TTS tonight? And then, like, actually get to play Tabletop Simulator 40K. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I'm so happy with how it turned out. The checkerboarding, while is a little rough. Looks good. For my second time ever, like, freehanding checkerboarding with micro pins, which is I need to get something better than these at some point. It's not bad. It's not bad. Oh, speaking of, we need to put him on a base. Does he go on a 40 millimeter base? He's a regular knob. He does go on a 40 mil. Where are my bases? Oh, there. Orcs are absolutely the type to say all your base belong to us. He also has a little squig that we haven't painted yet. And he has shells underneath him that we have to paint. Let me get the paintbrush back out. We were gonna build a little bit. I will definitely need to figure out a different way to do the checkerboarding, because those pins dry out so fast. You know what? What's stopping me from actually using a regular pin? It sounds like somebody's breaking in. Calm down, Dick. It's just the storm. Some of you aren't going to understand that reference. Oh, I see one that I missed. But the other reason why I want to do TTS stuff, you can use a mechanical pincer and a ruler. See, I was thinking more of just a regular pen. Because I would run the fear of what happened when I did this the first time would happen again. With graphite, it would just take it right off. These pins shouldn't be empty. Because it has a little shaker ball in it. Okay. Let's get the null oil stuff done on this. This is how I've been doing all of my orc bases. I'm happy with that. Yeah, some of the checkerboarding's not perfect, but fuck you. Who does perfect checkerboarding? And a year and a half of painting, and the first time I've ever had to do checkerboarding, I'd say not bad. It's also hard to do that with a ruler. The fact of the matter is that it's fucking curved. Oh, I missed a spot. All right, he is mostly done. I want to see if this is going to take away some of the brightness. Because I feel like that needs to happen. Yeah, but that's not truly freehanding. I'm a proud freehander with my knob, okay? I proudly freehand my knob on stream. Oh, God. Do you freehand your knob in public? It's such a dumb bit. Okay, I wanted to touch that up. I'm making all these metallic. Being super careful. There we go. All right, he is done. Now, there is actually something else we're going to work on because, oh my God, I did not expect a single fucking guy to take 3 hours. Although I thought we were going to work on these guys some today. Turns out we might be doing that tomorrow. Or tomorrow might be a game day. I don't know what we're going to do. Okay, so we got 1/2 of the walker built. I might build another portion of the walker. It's either that or else I start the bottom half of the war trike. Oh, that's perfect. We might just build the war trike. Because that's an easy thing to like keep him separate, keep this separate, and keep that separate. And then you just paint all those, then you assemble it. That is sub-assembly painting at its best. We're gonna do that. And I'm gonna say the biggest problem with this is I'm gonna want to paint the bike black. I can base paint it. All right, I'll set the instructions to the side. Let me grab a paint that fell. That's the walker. No. That's boys. Where's the war trike? There's the war trike. Up. Oh, this is broke down into one thing. The trike itself, and then the gunner on top. That's kind of cool. I like that, GW. That's fucking dope. They don't have free Buddhas? I'm about to free Buddha my foot in their ass. I'm kind of upset about that. I'm so proud of that work paint job. Let's start with what it tells it to. 1 and 2. Where are my clippers? I found my good clippers. I found my proper GW clippers. I will tell you, if you get a starter set, try to get the one with clippers in it. I use these clippers all the fucking time, bro. All the time. That's why I love push fit. You can just force everything to go together. 2, I imagine 3 is going to be next. Oh, 3 and 4, the wheels. Yeah, 3 and 4 go together. We're going to muddy up these wheels too, of course. The biggest problem I have with trying to do stuff with paintbrushes a lot of the times is I can't, like, the tip of the paintbrush never actually wants to stay in a point. And I need to figure out if that's a me problem, like I'm not doing something correctly, or if that's a, yeah, all paintbrushes do this problem. Because I know with the down pressure of a brush, I'm pretty heavy on. Good, some things are going to be covered up, so I'm not going to have to paint it. Always lovely when that happens. Yes, this part goes on next. That. Okay, that's all of that. 7. This will probably be the most assembled thing that I paint on stream. Unless someone wants to dono $2,000, then I'll paint a fully paint. I will fully paint a knight, fully assembled. Now I'm not talking an armature either. I'll paint one of the big knights fully assembled. Oh yeah, let's put his head on. Actually, you know what? That would make sense for an orc. So does that not... Oh, it doesn't sit on anything. It just is based off of that man. Then... Okay. Oh, I have it on backwards. What? Upside down. Oh, they're supposed to... Oh, they're supposed to be mud shields? What the fuck are these supposed to be? No, they're supposed to be flat. Okay. That's the way it's supposed to be. All right. See, this is what I mean. This is perfect for subassembly. Because... Look at that. That's 1/2 done. I might have been doing that off screen. We shouldn't be as zoomed in as we are because we're building right now. All right, so that sprue's done. Can I make it into the trash can from here? Oh, just short. I'll pick that up. Either that or else I'll find it with my foot later when I go to do laundry. Okay, so let's mount this. And then we'll build the trike portion. Or the trike portion. We'll build the treaded portion. There's that. I do kind of wish the war trike had a different option other than the missiles, to be totally honest. Am I dumb? Oh, yeah, I'm missing a piece. I'm all like, why is this not working? Oh my god, is this something you'll actually need glue for? Never mind. Now that I think about it, you probably don't actually need glue for this. Let's see. Get the fuck out of here with that. Oh, I thought I broke something. I was about to say no! There's only one time I've ever broke a push fit mini, and that was the Outrider squad. I broke a piece on it while I was building it. Such a terrible, like, mini kit building. It was so bad. Hopefully the new non-push fit ones are going to be good. We'll find out because I do want to get them. I want to get them. Will I get them when they come out? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, there's that. And then the... Oh, shit. My dumb ass wasn't following instructions. Can't even follow simple instructions. That's alright. I didn't miss anything major. This is great. Do you know how much of this I don't have to paint because it'll be hidden? Nobody will ever see portions of it. Oh, that's going to be a bitch. This will probably come off when I paint it, just so I can do the exhausts better. And it's easy to pop off. I'm going to pop off on stream. I'm so happy with the checkerboarding. I was actually really nervous doing it, just because I'm like, this can go one of two ways. It can look decent, or it can look like ass. Doesn't look like ass, so that means it looks decent. Okay, let's build the last portion of this. We might just go ahead and build the rest of the walker too today, just so it's done and over with and I don't have to worry about it. 22. This is very much meant for the speed wall, by the way. The new character on the motorcycle. This fits that theme way better. 22 and 23. Yep. Also, doing the checker patterning like that now makes me feel more confident to try it on other things. Doing it once will always make you more confident, and then you're going to fuck it up real bad. You're going to be like, never again will I do it. Then you end up doing it again. Oh, that's as far as it goes. Okay. Then the axe arm. Okay. You know what? Let me try a trick. I've heard that this trick helps. I've never actually done it, but we shall try. I've always heard if you cut something like that, a slight angle, it'll make doing the push fit go in easier. It'll slide in easier. Now, will it stay together easier? Not so much. That's all right. I plan on just painting this guy fully built, so... Where's my glue? Where's my glue? Hold on. That's a joke. I did not huff my glue. I probably shouldn't be making these jokes. Twitch will ban me. Well, no, they won't. They allow drug use. YouTube will ban me, and that's the one I actually care about. I will not get banned on YouTube. I will be so upset. These are all jokes, YouTube. None of it's in seriousness. For legal reasons, that is a joke of huffing glue. You know, I just realized something. I need to double check my builds for something. I just realized something. There's no Beaky Boy helmets. The Jump Pack boys don't even have Beaky Boy helmets. What is this horse shit? They said they were going to introduce older patterns of armor, but no Beaky Boy helmets? Fuck. Lame. Lame GW, not wanting to be fun or cool or try something new. I'm not going to say they're not trying something new, because they did add the old Hogman masks, and everybody likes that. Everybody was pretty happy with that, so I was glad to see it personally. What the fuck am I doing? I was trying to build it, one, off screen, and two, not even close to being correctly. Oh, that's the big gun. Okay. And then the head. Let's try this again. Okay, that actually helped like a significant amount. Why the head? Why does the head turn look so goofy? What in the fuck? There it went. Now it's finally in place. All right, so that's done. 20. Oh, this is just like 3 pieces. And 21. So sits like this, I believe. No, it sits like this. So that goes there. Please? Oh my god. I'm not going to say that. That'll get me clipped. It's so tight. I almost can't fit in there. Shit VTubers say to get clipped and more views. Technically, I am a VTuber. Oh, that hit the 3D printer. Okay, let's not throw stuff anymore over there. We'll build this. We'll build the mech the rest of the way, and then we'll probably call it a day. I don't know how long the mech's gonna take to build. We get the lower proportion done. Also, I have to figure out what spot to stop at for the mech. Oh, what am I doing? Let's look at the instructions. They go across the top. They go across the top. Okay, I can paint that assembled. I have bent one of the missiles. Get this man a little blue pill. Get this missile a little blue pill. His performance is not great. Okay. That's ready to go, so it'll just be line that up there. Mount that there. And then he gets mounted to the gun. Okay. And it goes on to this gigantic ass base. Okay. Let's put these guys with the rest of the boys that have been built. Set that aside. Toss this. Not even close to the trash can. I didn't hit the 3D printer this time, so we're fine. And let's finish building this mech. And then after that, all we'll have left for the orcs to build is just boys. Holy fuck, this mech is still... Dude, this is all the pieces for the mech still. It's fucking gigantic. Okay, so I did the legs. So now we just gotta build everything else. Can the orc stay out? Nope. Okay, so we're gonna actually have to truly sub-assembly paint this. What we're gonna do is we'll paint this whenever, but we're not gonna be able to fully build this today because it's not. There's not a good stopping point where I could like build man in chair and then it's all like add everything in front of man in chair. So we'll have to get to the point where we got fully assembled chaired man. Probably get to here and then we'll probably stop because I will have to paint it beforehand. Otherwise there's going to be so many nooks and crannies that I can't get into. And can I pop off? I should be able to pop off certain things if I have to. So let's get a good portion of this done. 19, 19, 19, 19. There it is. This isn't going to be seen, so it doesn't matter how good that looks. My fucking sunburn is actually not feeling too bad today. I got roasted, dude. I got so roasted. We might actually stream a little bit later, too, if I decide to. It'll be a drop of a hat kind of deal. What time is it? It's only 2. I might bullshit, do a couple things for a few hours. Come back. We still got more boys to paint. We're not done painting them yet. Probably make a quick TikTok. Well, same thing. Alright, so... it's upside down. What the fuck? Okay, let's do it with the side it wants me to. Wants me to do it to this side first. It's supposed to go in like this. Okay. All right. The bro's got a throne. I have a feeling that the piece I'm about to cut out is going to be a bitch to paint. Ooh, yeah, that's going to be painful. I'm going to have to paint a fucking engine. sides. Let's see. And then we do the exhausts. What the fuck is the rack of missiles for? Exhausts. 22 or 21? It's 23 actually that I need. Okay, these can pop off and they won't impede anything. That's good. Let's pop the other side on. And 24. 24. Where the fuck is 24? Am I blind? Yes, I found it. Oh, the orc man can pop out. I didn't realize that. Okay, so we can fully build the orc man. Oh, his boots are down here though, and they don't have any fur. $25, which is the banner. So many banners too with the Armageddon box. There is a shit ton of banners to work on. Okay, that can pop off. Let's build the man. $29. Oh, fuck. I just realized. That's alright. I'll keep it separate. Toss that in the box. And if that's not push fit, well, it is push fit. I'll tell you what, I'll put these together and I'll make sure that they stay with that. I'll airbrush that sometime soon. We'll paint all of that and then continue on. Oh! We'll continue on afterwards. Oh, my chair went too far back. My chair went too far back and it scared me. I did say we would do a couple touch-up things. So let me find that guy, that guy, and that. Okay. I need null oil for 1. Let's start with the boss. Just these recesses are getting smashed with null oil. Get rid of excess. That's way too much. Way too much. Okay. Hit all of that. I need to keep this on stream. I need to get those out of the way so I can actually... Okay. I'm going to Angrax Earthshade the leather, but I'm not going to do that today because I need to do it to everything out of this box. So... I just realized... Oh no, I don't have to do that. That's fantastic. All that looks good. The really good thing about push fit models is if you're not very confident in painting, but yet you buy a starter set, you could, in fact, just, I forgot to null oil this man's shirt. You could, in fact, just push fit your models together and try to learn how to play the game and buy some practice models to practice on for painting. No oil this. I do like having like the top part of that white, the top part of the little thing that you can't even see. Let me zoom you guys out. Let me zoom you guys out. I can't believe it. Also, we've been going for 3 hours. God damn. Okay. Oh, there he goes. Now the app opens. Stupid fucking camera app. Don't lag. Don't crash my PC. I don't know why they have an orc skull on his banner. That doesn't need it. All that's done. Alright, so all that's left is the boss. I'm surprised there's no squig on the boss. There's that. Anyone actually get to play Assassin's Creed, the new Assassin's Creed game yet? I say new. It's not new. It's the old one. Because they can't make a good new Assassin's Creed. I'm looking forward to snagging it at some point. At some point when I can afford to. Oh, fuck. I forgot I did this. That needs to be hit. Hit all these. And bam! We are not quite done yet. Alright, now we're done. Done for now. We might stream again this afternoon. This afternoon we'll work on more checkerboarding. Yay! And painting more orcs. Why does my chair keep wanting to try to kill me? Okay, now it's locked in. But I appreciate everyone for stopping by. How many people did we have stop by? 134. Not bad. Let me do a final analytics check before it gets turned into a regular video, because I just want to check impression rates. 5,000 impressions. Then again, it was a 3-hour stream. 3 hours, 16 minutes. Alright. Alright, let me put some stuff away. And like I said, if I feel up to it, and if I'm going to do more checkerboarding, if I'm going to do more painting, we will, in fact, stream again a little bit later today after I take care of a horse. The checkerboarding came out really good. Super happy with it. Super happy with the design choice of doing this like the way I did as well. Also came out very good. Couldn't have asked for better results, in all honesty, to me. But I do appreciate y'all. Leave a like, subscribe, follow, do all that good stuff. Leaving a like is a free way to support the channel. Otherwise, you can become a member, and you'll get access to videos early and without ads. So it's just 99 cents on YouTube. Twitch, I don't know what to say about Twitch. Twitch is its own little thing. So I appreciate you all so much, and wherever you are in the world, have a good day, evening, and or night. I will either see you guys later today doing more checkerboarding, or I will see you guys tomorrow for some video games, because we're going to do Sundays as game days now. But until then, I'll see you later.